Toen wordt ook altijd, oké. Ik heb het.
Bring some iron ore to a blacksmithing station. You can refine it there to get iron ingots.
That wasn't so bad.
Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every now and then. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided.
I have iron ingots. What needs to be done now?
Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty.
What is a style material?
Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it.
What style do I need?
The Breton style material is molybdenum. Show me what you can do with it.
How to learn other racial styles?
You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels.
Goodbye. Hello?
Steel and stone. You just want to gawk at that anvil, or you're gonna do something with it? Ah, if you're gonna linger, you may as well buy something.
Store. Okay. Clothing station. Oh jee. Deze natuurlijk. Oké, dat was hem eigenlijk. Heel makkelijk. Heb je nog iets?
Steel and stone. You just want to gawk at that anvil, or you're gonna do something with it? Ah, if you're gonna linger, you may as well buy something.
I'd like to learn more about blacksmithing.
We put hammer to anvil to forge armor and weapons. This requires a lot of metal. We scour hills and caves looking for rare ores to work. Raw materials will only take you so far. You need style books and special ingredients for more advanced work.
I'm sure there's a lot to learn.
You bet. A true blacksmith can read the metal to determine its potential. During the forging process, we can choose a trait that best fits the item, provided we've done our research. Additional sharpening, extra weight, these are just examples.
Is there more to it?
Well, the piece can be augmented even more through the use of tempers. These elements can enhance the value and quality of your work. Of course, no worthwhile endeavor comes without risk. Trying to improve an item can result in breaks, so be careful.
Goodbye. Ja, moet ik hebben.
Craft an iron dagger. You'll need some iron ingots and a style material. You can buy those from any blacksmith if you can't find them yourself.
I have it right here.
The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that.
I'll figure it out. What more would you have me to do?
Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger, or anything else really, as long as you do it at a blacksmithing station.
How is deconstruction useful to me?
You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by disassembling someone else's material than your own.
What is deconstruction?
It's a fancy way to say take something apart. The term originally came from Altmer poetry critiques. High elves consider their physical crafts to be forms of poetry, so it stuck. You can't know what a sword is, only what it's not, and so forth.
Goodbye. Deconstruction is deze. Ik kan alleen die doen, dus. Nu heb je dus 1 naar mijn dingen uitgekregen. Uiteraard. Blacksmithing. Je hebt uiteraard natuurlijk gewoon je levels ermee. Met alles eigenlijk. Dus, hallo.
You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise.
I'm ready to be certified as a blacksmith.
Of course. I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately.
Complete
Let me know if
quest.
you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
I'm interested in woodworking certification.
A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach 2 crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I'll certify you.
I want to be certified as a woodworker.
I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow.
You certify me if I craft a maple bow?
Absolutely. Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you. But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple.
Where can I find rough maple?
There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. If there's not enough, you'll need to search for more.
I return with the maple.
I'll meet you over at the woodworking station.
Oh, het ijzerstuff is best wel makkelijk. 3 zwaarden. Oké, laten we zeggen dat ik ongeveer 6 stuff nodig heb. Heeft alleen niks van ijzer, oké.
Who was it? Any idea where the stranger came from? I'd like to buy that hero an ale.
Wacht. Map. Via links, oké. Oh, trouwens. Nu ben je echt goed killed. Miscellaneous, oké. Dat wordt echt nog goed. Nee, zeker hè? Nee, al lang niet meer. Zo zijn het. Ik zou willen dat ik die links uit kan zetten, die borden. Die borden ga ik actueel natuurlijk niet doen. Naar buiten de stad? Naar buiten. Kijk, het leuke aan woodworking is dat ik hierbij ook mijn eigen wapen kan maken. Een staf. En dat is ook zoiets waar ik voor ga. Als ik mijn eigen staf en zo kan maken, dat gaat echt geweldig zijn. Dat gaat echt geweldig zijn. Hello.
Look for rough maple in forested areas. Sometimes you'll see logs washed up on beaches.
I have the maple right here.
You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the stings.
What's my next step?
Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long as you have enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. Return to me when you've done that, and we'll talk about crafting a maple bow.
Goodbye.
Bring some rough maple to a woodworking station and refine it into sanded maple. It's easy work.
You're right, it was easy.
I prefer to work with maple. It's reliable, plentiful, rarely full of wasps.
After sanded maple, what do we do next?
Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style material. Scavenge them yourself or buy a style material from a carpenter.
Even with the alchemist's camped here in the mill, I can still get plenty done. Speaking of, need anything?
Alleen store. Oké, die had ik sowieso dus al. Bow, maple bow, craft. Okay.
Craft a maple bow. Bring some sanded maple to a woodworking station, as well as a style material. Carpenters sell them if you can't find any yourself.
I have the bow right here.
A good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get you farther.
I'm ready for the next step.
Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. You grow as a woodworker when you disassemble your own creations, even more so with someone else's work. Head to a woodworking station and deconstruct your bow, or any other crafted wood.
Goodbye. Okay. Ik heb een restoration toch op dit moment. Nuamus is een healing staf trouwens. Ga ik voor een Inferno staaf. Ja, die andere is al. Dat doe ik nog even niet.
I've seen everything I need to see. You're a fine woodworker with a steady hand.
I'm meant to be certified as a woodworker.
Certainly. You're more than qualified to fulfill woodworking crafting writs. I'll certify you immediately.
Complete quest.
There's only one more certification I can provide. If you need training, I have time.
I'd like to know more about Kwalificaties certification.
If you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify you. However, you must commit. I can't certify two things at once.
I want to be certified as a clothier.
Show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some raw jute, then return here and refine it. Finally, you'll use refined jute to make the gloves.
You'll certify me if I craft homespun gloves?
Of course. It was the first trade I studied. I'm happy to certify anyone familiar with a clothing station. Now run forth and bring me a pile of raw jute.
Where can I find raw jute?
I spotted some raw jute growing on the outskirts of town. You might as well harvest it yourself. Should that not be enough, you'll have to search elsewhere.
I return with the jute, Milanaf.
I'll meet you over at the clothing station.
Oké, clothing en blacksmith zitten bij elkaar. Dus gewoon letterlijk over de brug en dan straight. Gewoon straight er naartoe voor zover ik kan. Dan als het niet genoeg is te kijken of een keertje te. Ik heb met die borden ook weer. Net buiten de stad, dus ik moet actueel via hier de stad uit. Ik vind het wel grappig dat je letterlijk alles kan leren.
Hello.
Jute. Hello, that's mij. Ik snap ook al wat. Zou er ook maple liggen? Maple kan ik actueel gebruiken om eigen ding mee te maken. Mijn eigen staf. Maar ik heb er tenminste ook weer een beetje wat meer voor die anderen. Nou, zij zou nu bij het gebouw hier moeten staan. Yep, het is al. Hallo.
Search grassy areas in the wilderness for raw jute. You should find enough if you look around.
I have the jute here.
Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't chew on it. It can really do a number on your... Well, just don't chew on it.
Alright, minute. What should I do next?
Take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine it. Bring the refined jute to me when you're done, and then you'll make some homespun gloves.
Goodbye. Oh, dat is ook wel handig. Dit is voor light armor en stuff.
Before you make the gloves, you need to bring raw jute to a clothing station and refine it.
I'm done. The refining process was simple.
When I'm refining jute, I sing to help pass the time. Not too loud. I don't want to disturb the other clothiers.
I refined jute. What should I do now? What should I do with it?
Head to the clothing station and craft a pair of homespun gloves. You shouldn't need much refined jute. Don't forget the style material. You can purchase them from any clothier or scavenge them yourself.
Goodbye.
Did you hear? Some stranger saved King Casimir's life.
Oké.
Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You'll need refined jute and a style material. Clothiers sell those if you can't find any yourself.
I have the gloves right here.
You know, I'm a master clothier, yet I still own a pair of homespun gloves. They keep my hands warm at night. Sometimes simple is better.
Right, I'm ready for our next step.
Wonderful. Now for deconstruction. There's much to learn from breaking down your own work, even more so with someone else's creation. Head to a clothing station and deconstruct your gloves. Or anything else, really. Just be sure you do it there.
Oké. Met jou praten?
You're more than capable with needle and thread. I'll be proud to call you my colleague.
I'm ready to be certified as a clothier.
Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill clothier crafting writs, and I look forward to seeing more of your work.
Complete quest.
Truly, I never expected to master 3 crafts.
I have a few questions.
Of course. What do you want to know?
Is there anything else I should know about
I
crafting?
can explain how to craft stronger items with more materials, tell you about the improvement of existing items, or discuss research and trades.
Nee, oké, dat kom ik niet te weten. Alles is een beetje buiten de stad, dus ik heb het even naar de Wayshine toe.